People say you got to attack your goals, all right? But you got to control your feelings. They label us with all these different things that when it's to get what we want, it's always got to be in a positive light, a positive light, a positive light. But when you have individuals, like you said, that are trying to attack you personally, that attack your work ethic, that attack your success, that are trying to take away everything that you've worked so hard to get. Are you only going to use the light, or are you going to use your aggression? Are you going to use your controlled rage? Are you going to use those things to protect you? And if you haven't acknowledged your dark side and you haven't tapped into it and realized what it is and acknowledge it, just like winning has no loyalty and winning doesn't know your name, it's going to say, hey, I don't know who you are. To me, anger is a reaction to what somebody else said to you. It creates an emotion. All right. The dark side turns your anger into controlled rage. Now you're in control. You're in control. Now, how long can you stay in control? That's the difference. Are you going to burn out right away? All of a sudden you just let out all this rage? Or do you know how to control it and place it in the right places? Not only to win the battle, but to win that war. And we literally have a war going on every single moment. It may not be out in here, but there's a war that goes on in here all the time with ourselves. All the time. And you can't win that war with only light. You can't.
And I agree so ferociously that it's one of those things, whenever I talk about it, people get super weird. There is a high level of discomfort that people have around that idea. But I think that it's so powerful that failing to use it is sort of an acknowledgement of sort of lowering what is possible for you.
Yes. And the people that get uncomfortable usually have the darkest sides. They've never had, they feel like they're getting caught. They're trying to hide it. They're like, and all of a sudden he's just talking it. I didn't know anybody else was like this. There's a lot of people out there like this. And people only get acknowledged for all the destructive behavior that happens. They don't really get acknowledged for all the good that happens with it. And the people that have the ability to tap into that and get to not only help themselves, but help everybody around you.
So to me, it's really a question of meaning and purpose. When I think about, so Lisa and I obviously paused for a very brief second and said, okay, we've now had the kind of financial success we said we'd never work again on something that we didn't love. Correct. If we hit this sort of dollar amount. And luckily, before that, I had realized that this is really just a game of neurochemistry. It really, like life, full stop, is just how you feel about yourself and your life when you're by yourself. And so I knew I needed to engage in something that mattered. And this is why talking to you is always so powerful to me. You've got this setup where meaning and purpose matters. Without it, there will be not just something missing in your life. It will be a sucking wound of a void. Like yes. you with everything you have, you must address it. And if you look at the opioid epidemic, pandemic, basically that is what happens when people have no meaning, no purpose in their life.